Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Mighty Number 9, and it looks like this is the final level? I don't know. All signs point to yes, so we'll figure out what this is all about, so let's get it explained to us. Yeah, so we're going after Trinity, unless there's another villain that I don't know about. This seems to be the final level? I mean, it started the Battle Coliseum, so why not end at the Battle Coliseum? Makes sense. Nice little bookend. Alright, so let's start this thing then. I wonder what's in store for us here, because I mean, if last level's any indication, this should be even harder. We'll see. Oh, story time. Shouldn't this have been, you know, before or after the last level? Instead of before this one? Well, wouldn't Abby get assimilated? I'm more worried about Abby. Yeah, exactly. Beck is probably the only one who's safe enough to do this. So we're trying to save Trinity, not beat her, huh? Okay, cool, let's do this. Okay, we're gonna give it one more try, everybody. One more try. I'm telling you, I'm just done with this level. System ready? As an aside, though, I have to mention that Abby gets a lot of face time in this game, more so than any other Mighty Number. Okay, the level starts off innocently enough. We have a swarm room right from the get-go. You're introduced to a new type of enemy. Whenever you shoot at it, these little pink globules or whatever come out of it, and those wait a couple seconds before they change into little blades and home in after your position. So once you start shooting at them, you want to keep shooting until they become unstable so you can absorb them. The longer it takes for you to absorb them, the more bullets, as it were, will be in the air, because every time you shoot them, you pretty much... These little pink globules, those are bullets. The more bullets you'll generate. So you don't want to leave any of them unstable for too long. You're going to have so many things coming at you. Like that. Case in point. Okay, these big ones, just wait till they come down to your level and just shoot them like this. It's the fastest way. Don't bother to jump and shoot. I can usually do that with 1 hit or 0 hits, but... Okay, these next couple areas, not so bad. Just keep going. Okay, now we get into some interesting new mechanic, new gimmick of the stage, or the game. These little, what do you call them? I don't know, just cell tentacle balls? I don't know what you call them. But the cell blocks, there we go, cell blocks. Because they're made of cells and they turn into blocks. Yeah, after like 4 hits they turn to blocks, 4 more hits and they get destroyed. But the trick is that they also regenerate back into the little cell balls that they are that you see right there. And those hurt you. They can actually hurt kind of a good deal. Now this gave me so many problems, and it seems like I had to look this up. I didn't know how to get through that area, and I kept dying over and over, so I had to literally just cave in and give up. Well, not give up, but just kind of look to see if there was a solution out there, like some logic behind these things. And the best I can tell, from what I'm gathering, is that it's proximity based. So if you destroy the block, it will eventually regenerate, but based on how close you are, will dictate how fast it regenerates. The closer you are, the slower it regenerates. It doesn't make too much sense, but there you have it. And that was the only quick way I could get through that. So, using weapons for utilitarian purposes there. And then now we have a second swarm room, although this is kind of a different type where you're on an elevator, but it still functions just the same way. You follow this layout right here? Let's see if I can get this right. Shoot the middle, dash in the middle, dash. Perfect! That is how you do that area without taking damage. The fact that these swarm rooms can happen in exactly the same way every single time helps out a lot, because you can always practice on these swarm rooms. I was too close to the edge. You don't want to get too close on your dashing, or you hit that cell block right there. Gosh darn it. You do have an opportunity to do an early exit right there. There's 2 exit paths, and I think that gets you a speedster as well as a nice clear. Ah, this part. I think I died once as I was trying to figure out how this functioned. You either use, I think, Avi's weapon power, or just dash in the air. Let's get rid of this guy first. He's annoying. So as long as you're dashing in the air, the wind will push you up higher, but if you stop dashing, you will fall like a rock. So just keep dashing in the air, in the wind currents. Okay, you want to dash up against the wall here, all the way to the top. So just keep dashing all the way to the top, then dash across. Ah! Could have done that better. That's okay, I'm at full health, it does matter. Oh, this area. Let's see how good I can actually do this, if I can do this on the first try. What you want to change into battalions power. Oh, come on! This is so annoying. They just like barely give you enough time here. Whew! Okay. That could have gone longer than it actually did, so that was good. There's one time, I think the first couple times I tried to get past that area, took me like 5-10 minutes. It was annoying. So if you were to tell me, when I first started Mighty Number 9, that I was going to fight some sort of Eldritch Abomination as the final boss, I would have said you're crazy. I'm like, I don't even see that at all in this particular game. But no, that's exactly what you're fighting. You're fighting an Eldritch Abomination. Trinity. She has 2 forms. And her first form is really not that bad. In fact, if I can perform this well, I can probably get through without taking a hit. Now, because of her second form, I had to... Sorry, I'm concentrating here. I had to look up hints and watch videos from other people who've beaten the game already. And I actually found out... Oh, geez, she's trying to screw me on this one. I found out that she actually... There's different patterns for her... Some people call it the Yellow Devil attack, where she's shooting out all those little purple balls. Here, she's doing it again. So apparently this pattern is not the same as some other people are having. So my pattern may be different from yours. I don't really know what causes that, or if it's platform specific. Like maybe the Xbox people have one pattern. I'm on PC, and I'm playing this via keyboard. So maybe this is my pattern. I don't know how this all functions. But as you can see, her pattern is very, very simple. Sometimes she will try and screw you over a little bit with those raised platforms, but as long as you stand in the middle between 2 of them, like right here, you don't have... There's not really a big issue, because you can at least recover from that. This is actually the perfect time to do the damage on her. That's when she's doing her Yellow Devil attack. She is super easy. It's the next battle. Up! Whichever side you start on, she'll throw a circle of purple blobs in the opposite direction. Pretty simple. Just work your way around her. Okay, standing right here in the middle. See, that usually solves all the problems. And I'm going to stand in the middle of 2 right here. Look at that! This fixes all my problems. So it's 1, 2, skip over the next 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip over the next 2. And then she'll do that in reverse order. So 1, 2, skip over the next 4, 1, 2, and then the other 2 go after me. That is my pattern. That is the one I had to memorize. It could be different from you. I don't even know how it all works between the platforms. But I'm seeing videos out there with different patterns. And I don't know why. Come on, I'm so close. Of course you had to do this. Woo! Haha! Perfect! Yes! Okay. Okay, everybody. Oh, stretch, get the kinks out. Let's do this. Oh, it is like 11:58 for me right now. It's like it's gonna be past midnight if I beat this. I was lying in bed and I was just like, this is gonna bug the heck out of me. I gotta do this. I gotta try at least one more time. So I'm gonna give it the good old college try, and I got so close last time. So close. Okay, here we go. So the first phase of the battle is you have to lower her down rung by rung. It's really annoying, and I'm button mashing like crazy. Okay, this is the fastest. When she's on the lowest rung, she travels super fast. And you can only get a couple hits on her, too, before she, like, rams into you. And you do not want her to ram into you. I think she takes off 1/4 of health. Very, very bad. So 4 hits and you're pretty much dead. So I do about 3 dashes and then turn around and fire. That gets me enough distance to at least get a couple good hits on her. Ah, this attack. You want to shoot until it turns purple. Wait, 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 go. Just as the purple blobs are about to hit your position. And then I found out this cool little back jump move, you can actually get a couple pot shots on her. Not many, but you can get a couple. Oh, she's over here. So she just repeats this over and over again until you get to like half health, and then she starts varying it up a little bit. That was close. Depending on how long this battle goes, I may have to speed it. Oh gosh, no.
No. I may have to speed this battle up in post, because I don't want this video being super, super long. So I'm probably going all chipmunk sounding just a little bit. She's getting really close. Woo! Okay. That was the first meter down. First part of her light down. So you wait, dash. Ah, dang it. Okay, get a couple pot shots. Not many, but anything helps. You know, for battle boss music, this really isn't that exciting. I guess it does the job, but seriously. It's not very memorable. So let's go over my method here. So we stand this distance away. 1, 2, 3, 3 dashes. 1, 2, 3. Jam like crazy. 1, 2, 3. Mash that button like crazy. 1, 2, 3. Jump slide. Woo. So 3 dashes get you a good distance away. Now you want to shoot these things down, because if you don't, then her little purple blob things can reach the top ledges there, and there'll be no safe place for you. And that's always a bad thing. Man, that lower rung always gets me really nervous. Okay, she's two bits down. I know this is going to be super boring, which is probably why I'm going to speed this up. There's really not much to talk about now, because you've pretty much seen all that she does at this point. Until she starts doing things different, there's not much more to talk about. So, little pot shots. Yeah, those purple blobs block the shots. You gotta wait in between. Ah, it's the worst time for a nose itch. Gosh darn it. Like, I want to itch my nose, but I can't. It's a brain. I don't want to screw up. Oh, gosh darn it. time. Didn't get a lot of hits in on that one. Oh, this takes so forever. So she goes back and forth, I think. Sorry, I'm not speaking much. I'm really focusing right now. Hey, you're just not giving me any opportunities, are you? Okay, I'm still at guaranteed victory right now. So yeah, I still got mostly a full health bar, but she's still got a little bit left, so she can totally ruin me. Even this late in the game. Come on, why are you pressing that fire button? Woo! Oh, jeez. I'm serious, how did I not notice this particular backwards jump? Oh, whoa, what? Oh, you tricky devil. Oh, she's doing it in reverse. I have not seen you do this. Okay, it's the same pattern, it's just in reverse, okay. That's sneaky. Oh gosh. Faster! Oh gosh! Come on, don't screw up. We're so close. Don't screw up now, Matthew. Don't you dare. You get some good hits on her here. Good hits. What's she gonna do now?
Damage control. Oh, I got the health. I totally got the health to do this. I am totally getting... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Why are you not stopping? Your health is gone. What are you doing? What? Is this it? Are we done? Are we done? Am I supposed to fire? Whoa, gosh! Oh, thank you. Whoa. Wow. Oh gosh, I thought the game was gonna lock up on me just there. I'm like, no, don't crash. Don't do it. Oh, wow.
Mission failure.
I beat it! I beat it! Oh, that took so long. 16 minutes, 48 seconds. I got no points for that. And I still got a B! That's better than average. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm done. I am so done. This game is over. Whew! Ah. So this is Trinity, huh? Oh, go ahead, Beck. Take all the credit. You did all this.
よくやったぞ、ベック。本当にお前は私の自慢のロボットだ。
警告、周囲のセルがトリニティのコントロールから解放されました。
ってことは、そこは危険だ。崩れるぞ。もう取り込まれる恐れもない。お前たち
What are we having? Metroid escape sequence? That'd be terrible. Oh, look at that! That's a cute picture. I like that. Pyrogen's all chummy with Beck there. Gosh, my nose. I gotta itch it now. Oh, is that Trinity? Oh, she was an actual Mighty number, huh? That's surprising. I thought she was some sort of robot. Like, no personality or whatever. But she's actually a little girl in there. I guess things are back to normal. Blood sport in the Coliseum! Back to fighting and using robots is destructive entertainment. Nothing's really changed at all. Here's the credits. I'm gonna skip ahead to probably what it's gonna be post-commentary for the credits, so I'll see you on the other side with outtakes. I gotta collect my thoughts. I'm just so glad that boss battle's over. Mighty number 9. What can be said about this game? This was one of the most successful Kickstarter stories in history to date. It raised over $4 million in a span of weeks and spawned a huge movement of other game developers to utilize the crowdfunding platform to help fund their own games. However, due to bad management decisions and controversial promises that Concept struggled to deliver, Mighty Number 9 ran afoul of the public opinion to the point that it got slammed the very second it got released. Now, some critiques unjustly attributed, while others perfectly aligned with the overall quality of the end product. My only concern wasn't the sordid debacle that was its development history. You know, with the delay after delay, my only concern was if the game itself was good or not, in an objective manner, of course. I went into this game focusing solely on its own merits as a Mega Man clone, and if that had achieved its end goal. I am happy to say that it completely nailed every hope I could have expected out of a Mega Man-inspired franchise, provided this gets past Game 1. So, yeah, it has tight play control as Mega Man, or, sorry, Beck. Even if it is a bit loose around the edges and pits and stuff, it gives you 8 bosses to choose from with an obligatory intro level that most games seem to have these days. Now, you also require new weapons, or in this case, full-body makeovers, from each boss and can utilize them for practical enemy killing purposes or for utility uses and getting around obstacles. Every boss has a weakness of a sort, like the traditional rock, paper, scissors concept of the original Mega Man games. Beck has his traditional jump and shoot abilities alongside a dash mechanic that it can be used both on the ground and in the air. Finally, it has a corny plotline, like straight from a Saturday morning cartoon, that honestly can't be taken seriously, just like the classic Mega Man series. However, I did notice the sorely missing boss rematch stage, and not that it would have added anything overall to the game, and that it also didn't have a clear-cut villain like Dr. Wily or Sigma or Dr. Wheel. That was just some things I did notice about the game. So did Mighty No. 9 meet all my expectations? Well, I went in expecting with very little when I backed it, so I wasn't too concerned with the overall groundbreaking expectations cast on it. I just wanted another Mega Man fix, and that's exactly what I got. Did it do anything new and different? Outside of the accelerate dash mechanic that meant to absorb enemies and boss life bars, there wasn't anything original introduced that another Mega Man in the franchise hadn't done previously. Well, there was ledge grabbing, but that's a minor thing. Instead, Mighty No. 9 treaded familiar territory and didn't deviate from the standard formula too drastically because it was trying to cater to the nostalgia-tinted glasses of the fans who backed it, who wanted more Mega Man. So in that instance, I feel it delivered. Did it fulfill every promise that was claimed during the Kickstarter backing process? I can't talk. Not entirely. And the launch was a total mess. And the online support, which further delayed the final product, is completely unreliable and should have honestly been left out entirely. So if I were to give a rating to Mighty No. 9 as a game, based purely on its own merits and not the crap storm that surrounded its development and release, I give it a solid 7 out of 10. It wasn't the greatest, and it certainly wasn't the best, but it certainly wasn't as memorable as some of the classic X or even some of the Zero games to me. But it certainly scratched that Mega Man itch for me, and will tide me over until the next official Mega Man game comes out, or if another Mighty No. 9 Part 2 comes out. Heck, this will tide me over until the next fan game, which is probably the more likely scenario. Now on to the challenge itself. I went into this game blind, and as a result I had a lot more deaths and outtakes than I normally would have had if I had started the series knowing full well what was awaiting me in each stage. So realizing that, it doesn't balloon the difficulty rating all that much. Instead, I took a look at how I did in the final recording run of each stage, and took into account what real challenges I actually faced when playing through them. Every level seemed to have that one single death spot that culminated most of my failures. Cryosphere and Pyrogen seem to be some nice standouts in this regard. But on the whole, no one level was really difficult after that much practice, and ultimately became a non-issue as I was blazing through each stage without a care, just trying to get to the boss, another chance at practicing and hopefully beating it. It is the bosses where this challenge truly shines, and some gave me more trouble than others. Each boss was unique and had a battle rhythm that you had to figure out, or you would ultimately die swiftly and many times. All of them seemed quite unfair at first, and some seemed impossible. But isn't that the case with all Mega Man games when you first play them? You feel like it is crazy hard and that you'll never be able to beat it. But over time, with hours of practice, you finally nail that final shot on the boss, and it is such a gratifying feeling knowing that you bested it. If I truly had to label one boss as that one boss for me, it would be the second form of Trinity. It required a lot of intense button mashing, dashing, and pure concentration on button control for a very long, extended period of time every time I attempted her battle. I mean, I was shaking, nerves shot after several attempts. I mean, that battle was drawn out to all heck, and it was not fun. I mean, even after I figured out the whole battle rhythm. So sure, I bet it's more enjoyable while using weapons, but that wasn't the point of this challenge, and it caused that fight to become unfun. So now that it is completed, I'll use weapons from now on to demolish that abomination. So, to figure out a difficulty score for this game, which is I'm sure all you are waiting on. Overall, it has a solid 5 points of difficulty just going for it, starting off across the board, since it's fairly tough all the way through. What shot it up 2 points for me, or at least 1 point to 6, was the Robot Factory stage, where it can be really tough, and there's a lot of instant death things in that level, and you had to start using weapons, at least in my challenge, I never had to use up to that point, which caused a lot of unnecessary deaths trying to figure out how each weapon form worked. So what catapulted the score up to a final tally of 9 out of 10 points for this game, this challenge, was the second form of Trinity. I had probably over 30 outtakes on her alone. Past my personal threshold for giving up on these challenges and moving on to another series. I decided to give it one more go before resorting to weapons, and thankfully it ended up being the recorded take you just saw previously. Wow. So I feel 9 out of 10 is a good difficulty rating for this game with this challenge. And good cause for me to never attempt it again. Yeah. So to update the tally, including the tally numbers you've yet to see for play series I've yet to upload, we have Retro Challenge Gamer 20, Video Games 3. I'm still in the lead and doing far better than I had hoped when starting this channel. Until the next Mighty game, Mega Man game, or fan game, or Beck Adventure. See you later, Mighties. Wow, we have a search function with all these. Yeah, I'm not going to search for my backer number, but I'm in there somewhere. Oh, post-credit scene.
トリニティの制御に成功した。ベックの心を学習させることによってだ。心を持つことで、ロボットは学習をもとに自らを正しく成長させることが可能となる。
This almost sounds like X and Zero. We all saw how that turned out.
ドクター・ブラックウェル。
うぬぼれるな。今回はたまたまうまくいった。
You know, I'm starting to think Blackwell might have a more level head on his shoulders than White.
その正しさを証明するのは誰だ。
Just saying.
それが危険なものでないとなぜ言い切れる。ロボットに心は必要ない。わしの答えは変わらんよ、ビル。
その名で呼ぶな。今の私はウィリアム・ホワイトだ。私は私のやり方であんたを超えてみせる。
I'm starting to think Dr. White here might be the real villain.
Mighty No. 9ベック。あれもまた危険か。
Ah, hey, boss rush, cool.
コンテンツが追加されたぞ。
What rampaging robots? We just saved the world. There's nothing left to fight. What else can we possibly fight now? Game difficulty, what? Hard and hyper when you start a new game. You mean there was a... Oh, yeah, Maniac was the other one. Wow, that sounds like these suck. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna call it good. I know there's a Ray playthrough that we can do, but I'll probably do that at a future time. Right now, I am done. So until the next play series, see y'all later. Now this level was only hard when you didn't quite understand the concepts behind some of the platforming in this level, with the biggest concept being these little glowing balls of... That was a funny one. Glowing balls of just cells. Now, I read up on this, and it's the weirdest thing in logic behind these things. It's based on proximity. How far or close you are to these little cell blocks after you destroy them dictates how fast they reappear after you've destroyed them. So as you can see, right there, they didn't come, they didn't come immediately back until I, of course, fell in the pit. And then, of course, I was, like, infinitely away from that platform. So it reappeared. I even tried using weapons. I even tried figuring out how to get through it. But I had a lot of problems with this one particular column of of cell blocks. I don't know what else to call them. Cell blocks, right? But once I figured it out, I kind of figured it out, but I was too slow in getting my way across. So nice and steady is how to get through this area. I just am a little bit overzealous in these particular outtakes. Man, this particular section gave me so much trouble. I mean, the rest of the stage is almost like a cakewalk compared to this first section here. And then it's just a matter of just getting to this point with such low health that it didn't matter how many hits I took, I was going to die. And then, of course, trying to figure out that dashing actually increased your jump height. Yeah, I figured that out a little bit too late towards the end here. Now, the rest of the outtakes were against the boss. I only actually had one outtake against the first form. I figured the first form out pretty darn quickly. It was this form. This second form was atrocious. I think I have about 10 to 15 more outtakes that I just didn't include. It would just balloon the size of this video like crazy. But just know that I had 10 to 15 more outtakes than what I'm going to show here against this boss. Wow, I mean, after like a session of maybe 2 or 3 attempts at this boss, I mean, my nerves were shot. My fingers, my hand was shaking. My fire trigger hand, I was absolutely shaking. I could not control my nerves after several failed attempts at this boss. It was awful. And I've worked on this boss for 4 days, off and on for 4 days. I almost was thinking about calling it quits. Oh yeah, and I got to this point and didn't realize how this attack functioned. But yeah, the attacks are going to speed up, but as you can see, I didn't really get too far until the last outtake. The last outtake you see just about broke my spirit. She was 1 hit away, and I lost. I had to take a break for the rest of the night after that. It was just unbearable.